Guys, how's everybody this afternoon? It's Friday, TGIF. I don't know, one day might be the same as any other, but it's Friday and I'm looking forward to pretending that the weekend is different than every other day. So, I've just decided to come jump in here. I left a project a couple of weeks ago where we were talking about new painted portrait samples for the studio. And I decided this weekend would be a good weekend to pick that back up. If you've followed us on our YouTube channel, you'll see the other videos of how we've gotten to the. We have a portrait of Valentina that I've taken from the camera original through digital art and into the next step. What I'm going to show now is we're actually on a canvas underpainting, and then I'm going to actually do the really fun part for me, the oil painting. So here's where we are right now. We have Valentina on a 16 by 20 canvas, a really small portrait for the wall, but it's a good demonstration purpose for doing this painted portrait. Let's see if I can move it in camera here. So right now it's probably a little difficult to see all the brush strokes that are on there because when it's done as an underpainting, it's the contrast is low. It does not yet have the protective varnish to isolate from the paint layer, so it seems it's a satiny sort of flat look. If I were finishing it as a portrait, I would not leave it this way. It would have a maybe a higher gloss varnish, or maybe I might have done a higher contrast finish on the portrait itself. But knowing it's going to be an oil painting, I have left it this way. Basically, it's now an underpainting. So, as a painter, one of my least favorite things to do is an underpainting. It's kind of like the most boring part of a painting. So this kind of jumps me ahead to the fun part. I get to now actually do the details, make the contrast bold, and all of the colors you saw in there are probably going to change a little bit. I use the digital original as a guide, not as a final. So what's coming up next in the future is I'll show the varnishing and mounting of the portrait on board, and then we get to the fun stuff. We start doing the painting. But what I will do is I will capture a good image of the canvas before and after painting, so you can see that some changes are subtle and some changes are pretty strong. And the whole goal of it really is, it's beautiful and it's to make a piece of art that'll last hundreds of years, but it's to deepen the story and the drama through the final paint, the paint step. It's the final interpretation, and it's the final storytelling element. So that's what I'm doing this weekend. I hope you guys are going to do something a little different this weekend. Have fun, get away from the normal quarantine. I don't know, maybe we'll be able to change this soon, but I hope you guys all have a great weekend. We'll see you soon.